Hi everyone, welcome to Kole Sukailu, Real Aikaiwa Shadowing. Let's get started with today's shadowing lesson. Listen to today's real native conversation. Focus on the rhythm and shadow along. Hyomo, Ishoni, step up, Shimasho. Practice daily to master vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, and rhythm. Repeat. Try again and again. Zehi. Shanaru no toroku wo. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Okay, are you ready? Here we go.
Okay, so you're in an online meeting. You got a question, right? How do you say it in English without sounding too formal or too abrupt?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's not always as straightforward as it sounds, like shitsuman ga arimasu in Japanese is super clear, but the English equivalent needs a bit more finesse.
Exactly. So I guess what we are going to talk about today is 5 ways to casually ask a question in English during online meetings, designed for Japanese English learners in their 20s. We've all been there, right?
Oh, absolutely. The struggle is real.
Yeah.
You want to be polite, but also, get your point across. So what are our 5 go-to phrases?
All right, let's start with something super simple. I have a quick question. It has pretty direct, but not too demanding.
Yeah, I have a quick question works well. Like if you're not interrupting but just need a little clarification. For example, you could say, I have a quick question about the budget slide.
That's a great example.
Right.
Clear what you want. Okay, next up. Could I ask a question is a bit more polite and it's softer.
Could I ask a question?
Yeah, it's like you're asking for permission a little bit. And that it's often good in Japanese culture, right? Like it's respectful. So you might say, could I ask a question about the marketing strategy?
Exactly. It's like you're being mindful of the meeting flow. Now, here's a useful one. Just wondering if it's a great way to start a question casually.
Just wondering if I love that one. It's like you're just thinking out loud, like you're not making a big deal about it. You could say, just wondering if we have a timeline for the project.
That's perfect. It's soft and less direct. Okay, our 4th phrase. I was hoping to ask about Young. It's a little more roundabout, but it works really well.
I was hoping to ask about that's a good one too. It's like you've been thinking about it, It's nice. So I was hoping to ask about the next steps, for example.
Yes, like you've been waiting for the right moment. And finally, the 5th one is, may I jump in with a question? It's good when the conversation's flowing, but you need to ask something. May I jump in with a question? That's a lifesaver when you need to chime in. It's like you're asking permission, but also being assertive. So you could say, may I jump in with a question about the client feedback?
Exactly. It signals that you're ready to speak, but respectfully. So those are our 5. I think they cover pretty much any situation that can come up in online meetings.
Totally. They're all a bit different, but they all serve the same purpose, right? To ask questions smoothly and politely in English. Okay, so we've gone through the 5 phrases and we gave some good examples.
Yeah, I think they are pretty good. And I guess just keep practicing and it will become second nature.
For sure. The more you use them, the more comfortable they feel. Practice in your head, before you actually say them in a meeting if it helps.
That's a great tip. So just to recap, let's go over the 5 phrases again.
Yeah, great idea. Like we're teaching someone the phrases now.
Okay, first I have a quick question.
Earl?
Could I ask a question?
Then we had, just wondering if Earl.
I was hoping to ask about role. And finally, may I jump in with a question?
There you go. 5 super useful phrases for your next online meeting.
All right, we've finished today's lesson. How did you find it? Kyomo sukoshi zutsu step up. Dekimashita ne. Hontoni. Sugoi desu. Please let me know your thoughts or requests in the comments. And Zehi cheneru no toroku wo yoroshiku onegai shimasu. I'm looking forward to seeing you all again. Ashita mo, ishoni, gambari mashone. See you next time. Bye-bye.